again, She Speaks. We resume. We want to say thank you so much to the First National Bank. They are riding with us, man. They are definitely committed to this, and we are grateful because it takes a lot, to sustain programs of that sort in the radio world. And, the fact that they understood the vision and they decided, as a homegrown institution as well, to put their back in full 100 behind this and stick with it. We really do appreciate them. So we want to take the opportunity again. I'd like to say, as we resume, I'd like to take the opportunity to say, the First National Bank, we really do appreciate you understanding the vision, but even going beyond where your lip service and supporting this program so that we can create this platform where we get to highlight some amazing women who are making absolute wonderful contribution towards the fabric of St. Lucia some way or the other, and ensuring that their journey is highlighted, and in the process they get to inspire other listeners as well, because that's what happens sometimes when you listen to someone's journey. You might be in a little bind yourself trying to find your way through yours, and then just by listening to somebody's own journey or their story, you get inspired, and you say, well, all right, it could be done. I'm gonna do it because there is John, there is Jane. She is doing it. It was not the easiest thing, but she followed through. So I can definitely, do the same. So this morning we are live now. Yes, we are live. I was waiting for you. We're gonna take a word from the partner, of course, and when we come back, we start our conversation. This morning we have the honor of a wonderful educator. Listen, this woman is she's just a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I like a lot when it comes to our ladies. And she is definitely utilizing all of her gifts and talents to bless in so many ways. So when we come back, we're going to let you know all about it. Let's take a word from our partner, the First National Bank.
Tired of sky-high bills and a planet on the brink? It's time to go green without burning your pockets. At First National Bank, we are here to make saving the planet affordable. Whether you're installing solar panels, purchasing a water tank, upgrading to an inverter AC, or buying a hybrid vehicle, we've got the green to help you go green. Fast approval, low interest rates, and Mother Nature approved. Your future self will thank you. Visit firstnationalbankonline.com or call 455-7000 for more information to help you turn your green dreams into clean realities. First National Bank, here for you.
And here we are back. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and we are on our frequency. We're also on our platform as well. I've got in my company at this time an author, an educator, a mom. Because, listen, me and her son find it out last night because I trying to find her, and I think I'm speaking to her, and I'm speaking to her son, and I'm being my usual little feisty self, not knowing it's not the lady I'm talking to. So, good thing he's a good sport. So I want to take the opportunity and say welcome to you, Miss Mathurine Emmanuel. You are such, you know how I feel about you.
I don't know.
Well, let me tell you, I respect, I honor, I admire. I just look at you and I look at everything that goes on around you in absolute awe, and you're doing it with such ease. So I want to say, I admire you.
Thank you so much for the admiration.
Welcome to She Speaks. I told them it's a bang because it is certainly a bang for me. Mm-hmm. Right now, a lot is happening, and a lot of people will get to know you on that platform because lots of things are happening with the work that you've been putting in. Mm-hmm. But we want to wire back down because, a lot of the times this is where we get to connect with people and we don't understand the story. Yeah. So we want to go back down a little bit to the story, where it all started, this little girl in the back or wherever, running through the village. We want to go back there. What was childhood like? Where were you? Where were you born? Where did you grow up? What are some of the founding memories and some of the principles that would have grounded you and anything shaped you into the person that you are today?
Sad to say, my mom passed just when I completed my film Shanta's World. If my memory serves me right, I think towards the ending of the filming of this film, my mom, that was somewhere in Miko, she came, it was a rainy day, and she was sitting in this minibus just watching. And I was just so glad. I knew that she was really proud of me, what I was trying to do, to recapture her story, her life story. Right. And I was just so passionate about it. I can still see her face through the glass. And it's not that it haunts me, but it keeps on encouraging me. It's like my mom still watches me through the glass. And my story is one of great interest, and I honor it because of the grassroots nature of it. I am one of 12 siblings.
Oh, nice.
But strange enough, I found myself in the middle. I'm the sixth child.
Oh.
And my mom had 6 girls, 6 boys.
Wow.
And it was rough for her, but she was an industrious woman, hardworking. Recently, a teacher told me, you had the best woman as a mother in the community. And when she passed, this is what I heard at her funeral. This woman was the best woman. And although she was not really educated as we are, but in her own right, she honored her family. She took care of her family. And I constantly saw her working hard, going to the garden. That's why I'm also a farmer. Every day I spend time in the garden. I am trying to, grow organic stuff, and that's what I want to thrive on. So in honor to my mom, I like planting potatoes, all what I saw her doing while she was alive. And my siblings keep on telling me, you are the one who is just like my mom, our mother. Tout ça, ite café, c'est ça au café. Her height, size, in fact, when she died, clothes, shoes, everything, same size, same height. And I think we had the same mind. We just could not stop doing what we're doing when we believe in it. So that's how it was. My father was there, but he wasn't there partly because, he was always at work, and it was always my mom who was in the home with us. But I grew up in the community. I commenced my teaching career at the age of 18. And it was then I discovered that I had this artistic mind. It was always drama. Everything, drama. I don't like mathematics, but Machiavelli teach through mathematics. I'm always saying, okay, if I dress up the kids, those who they don't have the passion for the subject like me, okay, I can dress 6 of them in blue and 6 in red, and then count them together. We'll have 12, 6 in red, 6 in blue. The infant level, we have 12 kids, and the children were always very, very excited about learning when I incorporated drama into the classroom lessons.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is amazing stuff. Well, we know the grounding and the foundation is solid. It's definitely solid. So we can have an appreciation where it directed you.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to take a break from the partners, but when we come back, we want to talk about getting into the career, because did you start off as an educator? Is that where it started off career-wise?
The classroom.
Right. So we're coming right back, and we're going to go there, and we're going to walk through, fast forward to today. So we take a word from the First National Bank. We'll be back.
At First National Bank, we believe being first means putting you first. Your first home? We've got the mortgage. Starting your first business? Count on our commercial loans. Dreaming of your first car? Drive it home today. Heading to college? Let's fund that first big step with a student loan. No matter the milestone, make First National Bank your first choice for all your loan needs. First in service, first in trust, first for you. Call us at 455-7000 or visit your nearest First National Bank branch today so we can help put you first. First National Bank, here for you.
Right, so for those of you who probably just tuning into us, we are back, and it's She Speaks on Radio Caribbean International, and we have in our company this morning the wonderful and amazing, industrious, you want to call it that, on so many levels, Mathurine Emmanuel. All right, so she is with us. She's started off as a teacher, an educator. When did you always know that's what you wanted to? Did you know you wanted to go into that field, or it just happened? Based on how life was going at the time, it just came about? Or it's something that you strategically planned out and say, I wanted to do that?
No, from the age of 8, I always love to see people happy. I hate being around sad people.
Okay.
So I always found the means, the ways to, crack a joke and do something that would create laughter. Bring it along, bring it on. Right. Let's laugh and talk. Life is about being happy. No matter what comes your way, you've got to find a way to be happy. So I remember when the senior persons in my community fell ill, I would drag my sister along, the one just after me, Lena Frederick, and I would tell her, let's just go to our neighbor's house. I would wine and dance and entertain them. I would take the dry banana leaves and, create a skirt with those dry leaves and just dance, and they would laugh, and I would leave their home satisfied that I had changed. I had managed to change the day from that of gloom to glory, let's put it that way, because they would praise even the short skits and whatever we stage in their yards, and they'll tell us to come back, make sure we come back, and they're looking forward to us coming back. So to me, that was a glorious affair. It was, to me, I was at work in the community, entertaining those who were not sad, those who were sick, those who were poor, and finding a way to just make them feel at ease in their little world, to me created a huge world for me, because this is what made me happy, seeing other people happy. So that created that platform for me to be an entertainer in the community from the age of 8.
Right.
And my sister was always with me, to the extent that most persons thought we were twins, because wherever I went, she was there. So my childhood was one of joy in the community, and up to now, when people meet me, it's like, you always make me laugh. I'm on a bus and, teacher Mathurine, and they start laughing. So I don't think it is a bad thing, because we cannot buy laughter. It comes from the heart. Right. And whenever you are able to fertilize the heart, then laughter comes. Right. And this is what we need, especially in these stressful times. Even the stories that I wrote, the plays that I wrote back then, I would do that to stage plays and to raise funds for cancer patients in my community. St. Jude's Hospital, I remember several years ago, I raised $11,000 in one night.
When
it was
did the writing,
when
did the playwriting come about? When you started into the teaching fraternity? And what were you teaching at the time? Was it
all subjects? All subjects, social studies, science, mathematics, language, everything. But I always try to incorporate a little drama
in
to bring in laughter, especially the kids. That's what they never wanted to leave my class. Or when they were in my class, the parents would say, he's happy, the child is happy, she will be in your class or he'll be in your class. And up to today, this year I was invited to be the guest speaker at the Blusha Combined School. And the students that I taught now have kids, and they are now replaying what actually happened in the classroom. Things they never ever, and they keep telling me they'll never forget me, never ever. Those were the happiest days of their lives, and whenever they knew they would be in my class, it was always joy. Another thing I remembered vividly is the fact that I knew that back then every lunchtime I had to go home for lunch, because we never really had lunch to take in a bag or in a paper bag. And so back in those days, I would take them to my mother's home during the lunch break. And that one is very interesting. And my mom used to make some huge dumplings, and she would cut them in slices with pigeon peas, and then I would share those slices with the kids, those who didn't have lunch. So these are the things they remember about me, and in a good way. I feel very happy about that, because when we go through certain things in life, I think we go through them so that we can in turn turn back to help those who are going through the same issues.
Absolutely.
Not every one of us was born with a silver spoon or a golden spoon. Absolutely. So people like me, I'm always very sensitive to the needs of others. And when I create my stories, that inspires me as well, to touch a heart in one way or another and motivate that heart, that person, to move on in spite of the odds, So this is what my story is all about. Right. Not about fame. When did you start actually? Well, you started in school because you were using it as that. Yes.
But when did you start to actually put it into a bigger framework to understand that, no, this is beyond the classroom. I need to take this out more. I need to do more. You did the Shanties. Well, you also did what's the other one?
Ribbons of Blue was the first, which was produced in 3 weeks.
Right. So this one was the first one. And that one is an award-winning one as well.
Yes.
Right. So when did you realize that, hey, I need to take this away, put this on a bigger scale? Or how did that happen with Ribbons of Blue? What was going on at the time? What prompted it?
One politician who really inspired me was Sir John Compton. When he saw this play, Secrets of the Ghetto.
Okay.
And I remember him, crying like a baby. I've never seen a man cry like this in my whole lifetime. And it was Nurses' Week, and I was invited to stage a play to entertain the nurses. And then I quickly jotted down, this little play, the scenes here and there. And I got some of the young people together from the community, and that was it. The man could not sit on his chair. He called me to his office the following week, and he told me with Lucia Peters from Meekwood, and he said, "You have a gift. I don't know what to do, but I want you to produce this film. I know you have the capabilities. I know you have the gift. You have to do that to save our young people." And I tried several times to do that, but I failed every time. It was like when he passed with part of my dream, because when he fell ill, I visited him in his office, and he was still very, very passionate about ensuring that it was done. And up to today, I have not found a way to do that. So it was like from the classroom to the community, trying to raise funds for cancer patients. So I would just sit at home and jot down certain parts of the play that I want to, create and bring to life on stage. And then from there, one day I just said, okay, the Americans can produce films, all other countries. What's wrong with our brain? We can do it too. Exactly. So then I sat down and I just put some of the stage, that skit together, and then I said, okay. I called on a friend of mine from my church, and I said, I want to turn this thing into a movie. And it was within that same frame that the Substance Abuse Secretariat, after they had seen the potential, they called me to produce a short film.
Wow.
And we had The White Angel, and that was it. Up to now, people are asking for this film. But then I saw no value in it, since we had no breakthrough when it comes to film production in St. Lucia.
Right.
And to me, no one would really value that. So, but I did it, and it's like, what? When the Substance Abuse Secretariat saw this short film, it was, lady, you have the gift to do something better.
By then you
greater.
started to realize
and then
that,
I started, I can move on from there.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ribbons of Blue was born.
Right.
And I take no glory, no praise for those productions, because those films, because I believe in my people. I think we have what it takes. It's just that we do not have the financial base.
Exactly,
People,
yeah.
We don't have, not that we don't have it, but we don't receive it.
Right.
We don't receive it.
Right.
And it's now 45 years since I'm producing films.
Wow.
And I can say 85% on my own, my salary, my little pension, without any intervention, substantial intervention.
Wow.
Yeah. I've cried, I have walked, I've had bad experiences, but I never stopped. I don't know how to stop.
Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know how to stop.
I think that's what it is. I love this lady so much. You think you love this lady? I love this lady.
I don't know how to stop.
I know. Listen, she is.
I don't know.
She is life, man.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't
but,
know.
it will continue, and it's a good thing that you have that drive, because listen, so many good things could have just, if you had decided to give up.
Yeah.
Because we're looking now at Shantae's World. The other one, come on. We're talking award-winning again. This is picking up just the wings of its own, and it's now out there. It's about to be viewed, aired in New York, the UK, Canada. Your friend, your
Los
son
Angeles,
told me.
California.
Listen, this is such a beautiful, beautiful thing happening for you. I mean. Is it surreal? Are you now saying yes, it is well deserved? Are you're embracing it all? What is the feeling?
Someone asked me that question yesterday, and I have to remain true to myself and how I feel, and I don't feel it for me.
Okay.
I have tried, and the inspiration doesn't come for me. I am proud of Bernard Fannis and his crew who came on board and who sacrificed their time, their means to ensure. And I think the minute they saw Ribbons of Blue, I think that's where it started. Those men believed in the potential that I had. And when they heard about Shantae's World, they came full force. Rain, storm, whatever it was, whatever it took. I can still see the minibus navigating through the flooded waters in Viger. I will never forget that because I know usually men specifically are very sensitive when it comes to their vehicles.
Exactly.
And when I stood there that day and I watched them with their cameras, they didn't say, no, we have to go back to Castries. No, my friend, we cannot do it today. No, I saw this vehicle slowly navigating through the stones, the muddy water, flooded waters. The river had come down full force and they were there. And that never stopped inspiring me. And I said, this is who I am. I don't stop when the waters come.
Absolutely.
I keep going. And I realized that we had met on our own turf of determination. And Shanta's World would be what it is today, based on that kind of determination, not just on the Albi's crew, but the young people as well, who were there every single day. And even when the film was done, they were calling me, Miss Mathurine, when we come in again, we love to be with you. We want to be there. You finish? And I would say, yes, it's done. And they would say, no, we want to come again.
Wow.
And they did a great job. They did a great job.
I mean, you are getting the reviews. There's so many people. I happen to know that there are so many big companies. I mean, that are now after you trying to get this film. But you are very passionate and guarded about it. You have your reason.
No.
You have your reason. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Netflix and the D's. But you have your reason why you want to guard this the way you're guarding it, because of why you created it in the first place. So let's talk about that.
Netflix wanted to come on board when we had our first screening in LA, where we represented the Caribbean in totality, all Caribbean islands. And, as I keep telling my son, there was no heartbeat.
Right.
I didn't feel excited about Netflix because way back then, Netflix was not on board in my mind. In that nest where the eggs were laid, it was not about Netflix. It was about our Caribbean story, our children, what inspires them, what should inspire them. And as a teacher, I didn't want any Caribbean child to depart from their story because our story is our reality. It's who we are. My sister now is in Ghana. She's in Africa. And she called me at 4 a.m. this morning and she was crying. And she told me I actually walked through the process where the slaves walked. They took me to the place where they kept them in this little room, where there is just one window and they all had to be smuggled inside and held inside there. And the river, they actually had to pass through a river. And I walked through that river, because I wanted to walk through what my ancestors walked through. But it cracked me. And I'm calling you right now because I kept thinking of you if you were there. And I said to her, you begged me to come, but I don't think I could handle that. Makai Haley, I would cry throughout that process because I always dream of Africa. And this is my next project. I've been saying it over and over because I know I can create it. But then again, as I said to her, I think this will create a revolution. Our realities were painted in brown, red, yellow, green, all colors. But they never showed us the reality of those women who were caught in Africa and who were transported. There were women who had the period. There were women who had miscarriages, who had gone through miscarriages. There were women who were leaving their mothers and their sons and daughters for the very first time in their lives. And that was their reality. And I can actually picture them on this slave ship, naked, not dressed properly. And I can envision what happened on that trip, that journey with our women, our ancestors, my great-great-great-grandmother. And if I have to produce that film, it will be based on not just what I studied, but the vision I have of what happened to our people. So I'm happy that I'm doing what I'm doing right now. As you said, it comes full circle with many offers and people want to come along, but with those offers, you have to be very careful that you don't jump the gun before the bullet comes out of it. Absolutely. So you have to be smart. But I'm just so proud of our actors, our crew, And our people like Fortuna Belrose, who made it possible for us to go to the UK. Nice. And I keep on mentioning her name because she attended every meeting that we called her to attend. And she was there throughout the journey. And I will never forget it. I called her in one day. And that afternoon, we already had the money to go to the UK. And I always say, if we had that kind of response to the needs of the productions that we wanted to produce. Oh no, right now would be way up somewhere.
Absolutely. But are you thinking though at some point, we got 5 minutes. Are you thinking though at some point you're going to have to, because like you said, we don't have the response as we would like it, boom, bam, so in the absence of that, to continue getting our stories out, because I know you're passionate about that, you may have to let in some people or letting at some point in time, what are you looking for in order to let people in? Like you said, it doesn't have
people are coming in right now. People are actually coming in right now, because when we have people like Dale Elliott, he called me yesterday, and he told me, Mathurine, it's not for the money. I'm here to help because I saw Shanta's World, and this has to be monetized. Yes. And you need to get somewhere else, And I want to promise you that I am on board. Agreed. I will do anything and everything that I can to help. Agreed. And I honored that, sentiment. I honored that willingness. I honored the offer. And I know that we can do great things. It's not think. I know it. Absolutely. And it's just sad that those who could have helped or those who can help have not done so to the extent that they should, because I don't know, I won't say political reasons, because I do not really affiliate with either one or the other to a great extent. Yes. I just keep on watching, observing, and if you do the right thing, I'm there. If you're not doing the right thing, I'm not there. That's just who I am. I'm not here for red, yellow, green,
we don't
or
have time
blue.
For that.
No, I don't have the time. I'm of age, so.
There's too much at stake. Listen, we need a whole day to sit down and really talk about, this journey and the possibilities that exist, because there is so much happening here. And let me tell you, people who would have seen your work, are exposed to your work, will understand that, listen, this is huge, this is gifted. We have a Tyler Perry right here, or even better, because your stories are so this is a Caribbean story being told, unlike any other. Nobody could tell the Caribbean story like we can. And you are right in the belly of it. You are passionate about it, and you are very adamant that this is how you want it to be there. So we have a gem right here. We have a gem right here that is determined to share our story. And there is. Listen,
and let me tell you, from LA, it was about Netflix. That's not what I was about. I was just so eager for our Caribbean people to see our story. So Netflix can rest. But I when we were invited to come to Canada, we went there, and the folks were just so excited after they saw the film. It's like we didn't know. We just did not know. Had we known, we would not have organized this event or take you to this hall, this building. We would have gone to the best cinema in Canada, Mrs. Emmanuel. We would have taken you to the best cinema with pride to show them what we have done in St. Lucia. Absolutely. And that's why it happened. They called the folks in the UK, and when they called them, they said something huge happened in the Caribbean. So there were, some of the university professors calling me now to come up to the UK, and
and
they didn't just express the excitement. They put their money where their mouth is.
And that is a good thing.
So they organized this private premiere of professors from history and who have studied our culture and stuff like that. But then when I went there, I was a bit disappointed, because I thought the 150 professors were black men. But they were mostly white.
That's okay.
But they needed it. They needed the injection.
They did the injection.
So when I was interviewed, and they asked me one question: how did you do that? How did you do that?
Excuse?
How? Well, I said the Lord did it.
That's right.
Because indeed the Lord did it. When
Absolutely.
I was able to dress 150 passengers boarding this ship.
That's
Where did I
right.
get that from? From a Pentecostal pastor. I am married to an Adventist pastor. I am
Right.
Adventist, but here comes this Pentecostal pastor navigating through the process, a Jamaican with me, believing in me as a producer from St. Lucia,
Right.
knowing what my capabilities are, and putting his head together to ensure that I achieved the dream. So I know it was God. So in Barbados, when we screened Shanties Will in Barbados at Carifesta,
Nice.
it was
Yes, you
Friday
did.
night, and I said, well, bring all the Adventist pastors so I can testify.
I love this. Listen, you see, I need a whole day with this lady. Oh my God! Listen,
I said,
no-
I know they will say Friday night is Sabbath night. I scoff, it is Sabbath
bring
night.
all of them.
Bring
That's
all
right.
of them. We'll have church.
You see why I love this lady. Listen, Mathurine, we
Yeah.
gotta wrap up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, listen, man,
Yeah.
it was not enough time,
Yeah.
certainly. But you know, if persons want to continue to follow the movement of your work and what is happening, because a
Yeah.
lot is happening, and
Yes.
this is not just a Mathurine thing. This
No,
is
no, no,
this
no.
is something that the
Caribbean.
Caribbean is hitting out there
Yes,
in
yes.
the right way
Yep.
for the first time in a long time.
Yes.
So if persons want to continue to follow what's happening, where can they find you?
Yes.
The website. You've got a website. You're online. The Iolona Pictures. I know
Yes,
you can find
yes,
you on
yes.
Instagram. Where can we go?
Okay, first to begin with, you can join us on Ionola Pictures. You can meet me on Facebook, join Ionola Pictures. That's where all the folks are coming in for the very exciting clips. We now have this upcoming screening in New York at the... I have it right there.
Kenny is going
Yes,
to say,
yes,
what,
it's
what,
the
Mom?
BMS Theater. Yes, the BMS Theater at 126th Street, Felix Street, and on the 19th of October. So you can buy your tickets online. And if you want more information, I may not remember everything right now, but join us on Facebook. Ionola Pictures, where all the clips, the trailer, all the information can be found.
Absolutely.
This is where we are. We are starting again with a screening in New York. From there, we may have to move back to the UK, where I received my doctorate, and also, where we had the sold out screenings. Every screening in the UK was sold out. Sold out.
Absolutely.
Every
Wow.
screening. And the young men were crying, and I will never forget the words. They told me this is the first time in their lives that they have seen a film without guns, without drugs, without gunshots, without abuse of women, without none of these negatives, just inspiration.
Absolutely.
So, and my power, when I saw that film, when I sat there in the cinema, along with those men, grandmother was sitting next to mother was sitting next to the children, men were sitting next to their sons. That's where the power was. And that's what I wanted to achieve. And I said to myself, okay, now I can die. It's okay.
Not yet.
It's okay.
Excuse you. Not yet.
The inspiration is there. So that's
Absolutely.
what I'm all about, inspiring our Caribbean folks.
Wonderful.
St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Vincent, all of us, Trinidad, Notut, all of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, Mathurine, you are amazing. We God gifted you in a way, and there's a lot of times we know why we're giving you the praise. I know you're very calm and no praise, but I tell you why I give you the praise. I give you your flowers rather. Why I'm giving you your flowers, because a lot of the times we are gifted,
Yeah.
but not many of us use the gifts. So thank you for using the gifts
Thank you.
in a beautiful and powerful way.
Thank you so much.
That is uplifting us as a
Okay.
Caribbean people.
Yeah.
You understand? And we look forward to what's to come.
I'm glad I heard it whilst I'm alive, not
That's right.
not when I'm lying in a casket, because I cannot hear.
I just played a song and say, all I know is I
But my
want me
flower
flowers.
can vive, man.
Absolutely. Say, all I know is I want me flowers before
Yes,
then. Don't wait
yes,
until I'm
yes,
6
yes,
feet under
yeah,
to give it
no,
to me.
it doesn't make no sense.
Hand me it now, not on my grave. So that note, we're going to definitely
Yeah,
wrap
thank
up.
you so much for having
much.
me. Thank you for
Thank
having
you
me.
very
I'm
much.
very grateful for that. And those of you hearing me, join us in New York on the 19th of October. See you there for the warm embrace.
Wonderful. She is amazing, isn't it? Wonderful. Let me tell you guys, this is how we wrap up. This is also the end of my stay in your company for today. Dexter is coming up next. Giggles, I call it. I mean, Giggles. I say Giggles is his name. So he's coming up next with Beats. They're going to be taking over. So you guys definitely keep it tuned into Radio Caribbean International. And until tomorrow, God's willing, I'll be back again for another show from 6 in the morning, and I look forward to that. Of course, thank you to the partner for supporting us on She Speaks. That is, of course, the First National Bank.
Tired of sky-high bills and a planet on the brink? It's time to go green without burning your pockets. At First National Bank, we are here to make saving the planet affordable. Whether you're installing solar panels, purchasing a water tank, upgrading to an inverter AC, or buying a hybrid vehicle, we've got the green to help you go green. Fast approval, low interest rates, and Mother Nature approved. Your future self will thank you. Visit firstnationalbankonline.com or call 455-7000 for more information to help you turn your green dreams into clean realities. First National Bank, here for you.
Established in 1960.